I don't know if this is happening to you guys, but I've been seeing an influx of people on TikTok losing their jobs over what they post.
Your bitch just got fired. Just like that, the Steakhouse Chronicles come to an end today.
To the person that sent that video to corporate and got me fired, thank you. And
hey guys, friends. So I'm wearing my glasses because I've been crying all day. So a little story time because I've never done a story time. So I went to work today and I got fired because of TikTok.
So you're firing me over because I'm on TikTok, or I don't understand.
Story time about how I got fired over a TikTok.
Someone else is in there. I'm getting fired. Oh my god, I'm getting fired.
I got fired from Swatch Group today for talking about their products on TikTok.
We're diving deep into the chaotic world of dating gone wrong. These clips will have you cringing, laughing, and seriously reconsidering who you say yes to. From jaw-dropping twists to downright bizarre encounters, we're breaking down the wild highs and awkward lows of modern dating. Please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories you won't believe actually happened.
Can we talk? Don't let this app get you fired. Do not let this app cost you a bag. Don't let this app cost you your health insurance. Some of y'all's takes, some of y'all's commentary is getting out of pocket, okay? It's getting out of pocket. Now, I love it. I'll watch it. I'll like it. And I'll put the little detective emoji, the little girl behind the laptop emoji in the comments because I'm going to support you. But some of y'all getting a little too out there with the comments and the takes and all of that stuff. And of the 170 million active users on this app, I guarantee you your coworkers is your ops, all right? They not your friends. They your ops. They are screen recording, screen grabbing, screenshotting, all the things. And companies are finding ways to let people go, okay? We in for a long, bumpy ride in 2025, okay? So y'all need to tighten up the ship. While y'all are resting, while y'all are rebudgeting, while y'all are rethinking some things, tighten up on this here app, all right? Anything that you post on this app, please understand somebody can watch it. Anybody can watch it and be prepared for the consequences of people watching your stuff. Okay, bye.
I don't know if this is happening to you guys, but I've been seeing an influx of people on TikTok losing their jobs over what they post. Anywhere from teachers, nurses, customer service reps, delivery drivers, you name it. And as soon as I see these videos, as soon as I see them, I can spot the ones that are going to result in a firing or termination. It's so obvious. And some of them don't even have like their job's name or their badge. It's just the content itself and the way that it's represented. If they're talking about work or anything to do with work whatsoever, a coworker, you can tell that person's going to get fired and there's going to be a follow-up video. Well, y'all got fired. If you need your job, now if you don't need your job, you can just keep on scrolling. This video is not for you. But if your job is your livelihood, it's paying your bills, it's keeping you afloat, and you need the job in this economy and the way that people are not hiring right now, I would just say keep posting. I encourage you to keep posting, but keep work out of it. Keep work out of it. Don't ever put your livelihood in the hands of a post or a like or a view or a follower. Okay? Because at the end of the day, those people not going to come and pay your rent next month. So keep that intact. Keep posting. That's your little side gig. But no, y'all need to, come on now. Come on, we got to use some judgment. That's coming from a place of love. Love y'all. Bye.
to the person that sent that video to corporate and got me fired, thank you. And I know that everybody is going to see this video too, and that's okay. I'm not going to say anything wrong. Did I realize that what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this? No, I would have never fucking done that. But it seems like with my life, no matter how hard I fucking try, I end up fucking shut up. But I know that everything happens for a fucking reason. And I may not know right now what that reason is, but eventually God will reveal that to me. I love helping addicts. I love helping people. This job stressed me the fuck out some days, but I didn't care because it was worth it, because I was helping people. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. My daughter is about to go to college, and I don't know now how I'm going to pay for that, but I know that I'll figure it out. And if you want to send this video to corporate too, that's fine. But to anybody that creates content, if you work at a treatment facility, if you work in healthcare, watch what you say very carefully, because it doesn't matter if you don't speak somebody's name. Just describing a situation is enough to get you fired. I did not know that, but now I sure do now. I don't know what I'm meant to do in this life. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I am trying to follow the path that I thought God had for me and wanted for me, but I just keep getting thrown different ways. Maybe I make stupid decisions, yes, but my intentions are always fucking good.
Hey guys, friends. So I'm wearing my glasses because I've been crying all day. So a little story time, because I've never done a story time. So I went to work today and I got fired because of TikTok. I saw on Friday some girl from a different location that I don't even know viewed my profile, because in my office I did my due diligence, whatever that word is, and I blocked everyone just in case, because I know there's people out there that love to see you doing bad in your life. But I guess she found me. She doesn't have my phone number. She doesn't know my username, my last name. I really don't know how she found me, but as soon as I saw that she viewed my profile on Friday, I immediately blocked her. But I guess she saved my videos, sent it to the higher end in a different office, and they called me into the room today, told me to delete all my videos when I was on break. I wasn't on company time. I was doing like come with me on my break videos in my car, never showing where I work, the location, the name of where I work, nothing. All they said was, due to HIPAA, we're firing you. And everyone else got time to delete all their shit so they don't get fired. And literally right after I got fired, a mass email went out about a new policy that you cannot do TikToks on company time or on the property, or you'll be terminated. After I got fired. So honestly guys, I'm just grateful that I have a support system. I've been putting out my resume, and I already have interviews today and tomorrow, so I don't have no doubt. I have a lot of experience. I'm not worried about finding another job. I did like my job just because, you know, I'm comfortable just like everybody else, and it was like literally 5 minutes from my house, so I was able to drop my kids off every day. It just meshed well and worked well with my everyday life. But I'm gonna try and stay positive. I've been crying for like 3 hours straight. So I'm over that now. I'm over that little hump. But anyways, has any of y'all been fired due to TikTok? Someone said I can like get an attorney and stuff, but honestly, I ain't got time or money to go through all that. And I just can't go without a paycheck. So I'm just trying to find another job and focus on that for my kids and my family. But has this happened to any of y'all? I would really like to know what you guys did, or what the process was, or how you felt, because it's just crazy to me that someone literally saved my videos, sent it to them. I blocked them so they can't even find me if they wanted to, and they just can't see me doing good. All I'm trying to do is get a little bit extra cash, views, whatever, for some money for my family. I'm not even TikTok famous. I've never gotten 1 cent from TikTok yet. But yet they had a tattletale on me. And then I'm getting anonymous text messages, guys. It's like crazy. This person snitched on you. Like nobody has my number. It's just so upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. But I've taken up too much of y'all's time. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Have a great day, y'all.
Your bitch just got fired. Just like that, the Steakhouse Chronicles come to an end. Today I came in for my shift, and right before I clocked in, my boss said, "Wait, Kate, can you come here for a second?" And I walk into this little room, and there is the general manager standing there with a piece of paper on the table, and she said, "You've been made aware of some videos you posted. Please sign your termination papers as you no longer work here." And I said, "I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Here's your apron, here's your pepper grinder. Goodbye." Signed that paper, and I walked my pretty ass out. And I will never, ever be returning to that shithole steakhouse where they do not care about their employees. Not an apology, not an explanation, not a word in sight. And I left there with a smile on my face, knowing that I will no longer be treated by their disrespect and false policies. Yeah, it sucks getting exposed, doesn't it? Maybe if you just follow the rules and give your employees an ounce of respect, people wouldn't have to cancel your company on the internet. But they did. So adios. I still don't want to get sued, but people are talking in the comments. They know what steakhouse this is. Go find it in the comments. Go hate on them. Go fucking report them to the labor board, because this fucking place, they suck my fucking ass. I hope someone releases cockroaches in that damn building, because I will never be eating there ever in my life. F those workers. I hope they enjoy their life. I will no longer be in it. Thank you to everyone who tuned into the Steakhouse Chronicles. Wow, has it been a wild ride and an adventure. I hope everyone enjoyed the crazy stories and the craziness that went down. I honestly do not even care that I was fired. I already am on to bigger and better things. Adios, bitches. Tune in for more drama. I don't even know what's to happen this summer, but who knows what's next. I love you guys so much for all your support, and honestly, this is the best thing that could have happened, because working there every day was draining the life out of me. So adios, Steakhouse Chronicles. Adios, Steakhouse. And we are off to Paris soon, bitches. I love all you guys so much more than those nasty bitches. Thanks for tuning in. It has been so much fun on this series.
Story time about how I got fired over a TikTok. You currently work with me? No, you don't. Keep scrolling. Okay. So, at the beginning of the school year, I worked for a subbing agency. The subbing agency had me placed at a long-term assignment at a middle school. It's not my first year in middle school. I spent all of last year in a middle school. However, I moved and needed to go to a different school district. So, I had posted a TikTok regarding unhinged things that middle schoolers say. If you know a middle schooler or you love a middle schooler, they're the most unhinged people on the planet, and I couldn't love them more for it. So I posted the video, and it received a lot of feedback. It received a lot of likes. It received a lot of views. I was so excited about it. I had never had a TikTok go viral. I'm also a stand-up comedian, so performing and being able to make people laugh really meant a lot to me, and I was very excited about it. And then Monday morning, I got a text from the subbing agency that said, "Do not go into work due to the TikTok." I had not posted where I worked. I had not posted the city I worked in, and I am not new to education. I know better than to ever post a child's name, face, voice, or anything of the like. So I didn't. I offered to take the TikTok down, and they said, yes, take it down. I did. They made me wait a day to hear back and still fired me. There's a teacher shortage in this country. And even more so, a teacher shortage, there's a sub shortage. Every day you go in a school and there are kids being shuffled into different classrooms. There are kids being just put in the gym because they don't have a substitute. I love my job. I love teaching. I'm actually in school to be a full-time special education teacher. It's my passion. So to be let go over that was absolutely heartbreaking. And to have to choose between my love of performing and my love of education was very difficult for me. Luckily now I'm in a district where they give us a lot of creative freedom. Obviously there's safeguards up. Don't post the kids, don't post their names, don't talk bad about the district, and I never would, because it's a district I love that stands behind its teachers. So for those of you watching, thank you so much for all the views. Thank you so much for all the likes. And I hope to continue telling you all the unhinged things these wonderful children tell me.
So you're firing me over because because I'm on TikTok, or I don't understand.
I don't see why you would want to represent yourself the way you have been online, and you certainly will not be representing our company with your behavior online.
Okay, so that's it. So so it's over. I'm done.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna be processing your.
You know what, Marty? We've known each other for 7 years now. You've always had it out for me. So you know what? Fuck you. Fuck the bank. Yeah.
Bossy,
yes.
bossy.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. And I'm gonna start my own fucking bank. And I'm gonna run you out of fucking business. So thanks for nothing.
Well, best of luck. Best of luck.
Thanks
to
for
you.
nothing.
I hope.
Can we talk? Don't let this app get you fired. Do not let this app cost you a bag. Don't let this app cost you your health insurance. Some of y'all's takes, some of y'all's commentary is getting out of pocket, okay? It's getting out of pocket. Now, I love it. I'll watch it. I'll like it. And I'll put the little detective emoji, the little girl behind the laptop emoji in the comments because I'm going to support you. But some of y'all getting a little too out there with the comments and the takes and all of that stuff. And of the 170 million active users on this app, I guarantee you your coworkers is your ops, all right? They not your friends. They your ops. They are screen recording, screen grabbing, screenshotting, all the things. And companies are finding ways to let people go, okay? We in for a long, bumpy ride in 2025, okay? So y'all need to tighten up the shit. While y'all are resting, while y'all are rebudgeting, while y'all are rethinking some things, tighten up on this here app, all right? Anything that you post on this app, please understand somebody can watch it. Anybody can watch it and be prepared for the consequences of people watching your stuff. Okay, bye.
So, here is on. It is the Shy's little show or whatever. Clock it. From the clock the school's tea that I was working at. So why I go all the way up to admin building HR. These people, they talking to me all nice, you feel me, giggity, whoop, 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 whoop. So they talking to me nice or whatever, everything. I'm thinking I'm going in there to go take a test, right. Not a test. Not going to go take a test at all. It's a meeting with the principal at the school and a meeting with HR. Okay, clock it. Now, usually I would be mad about something like this, but it's not getting under my skin because I'm me and I'm forever gonna be me. Fired or not, I'm still gonna be me. On the internet, off the internet, you feel me? So anyways, I'm at the admin building or whatever, and the principal had left. She had left before I got there because I got there a little late, and I called and told them I was gonna be a little late. Okay, clock it. So anyways, I get to the building, I come in and everything, use my little, because I had my ID badge from the school with me. Use my ID badge to get in there or whatever, to check me in, all that, walk me to the back. So I'm waiting on the man to get done having a conversation or whatever. So after the man gets done having his conversation, he called me to the back. He like, Miss Williams, can you come in here, whatever? Ooh, he got a little folder sitting on his motherfucking, little folder sitting on his desk. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, why this motherfucker goes to say, as of today, you no longer work at the school. You have been terminated. In my head, I'm like, well, what the fuck did I do? I ain't did shit. I've been doing my job, right? Like, fuck did I do? Y'all, these fucking people fired me for TikToks. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not. I can't wait to get my paperwork so I can show y'all. These people fired me for TikToks. Because kids know me on TikTok. Never gave none of these kids my TikTok name. None of that. I got fired from my job as of today, of Valentine's Day of 2025, for TikToks. So now here I am, fired, unemployed as fuck. I mean, I still got an overnight job though. Clock it. Still got an overnight job, but fired as a teacher for TikToks.
I got a random meeting on my calendar. I hope I'm not getting fired. I will die. Someone else is in there. I'm getting fired. Oh my god, I'm getting fired. Hello.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I asked, who I think you know, to join us for this call. She is our HR representative. We've got some updates we'd like to share with you this morning.
Okay.
While we originally believed that we would be integrating with, we've instead determined that it was best for us to refocus the agency. Unfortunately, as you may know, the lack of growth and the decline in our client revenue has negatively impacted our business beyond what we can sustain. And it's forced us to make what are very difficult decisions to eliminate roles within the agency. And this includes the elimination of your role, making today your last day. Please know that it was a very difficult decision.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Heather. I wish you the best.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Y'all got TikToker Mama Owl fired because of an old TikTok. For those that don't know, there was a very controversial TikTok that Mama Owl made. I already made a video covering it. It's right before this one, so I won't go over it again. But if you just want the brief version, she basically reenacted somebody getting SA'd. Now, Mama Owl worked at a school, and the school was made aware of this video, and they were not fans of it, to say the least. Because they decided after the video and all the controversy surrounding the video to let Mama Owl go from her job. Now, since this has come out, people have started to switch up on Mama Owl. Basically, they're saying that they feel bad and they don't want her to be messed up financially over a single TikTok. Now, I will say the whole reason this TikTok even resurfaced was because one of her students were trying to get her fired for the TikTok. So I guess in the end, that student ended up getting exactly what they wanted. Now, I personally do feel bad for Mama Owl. I didn't think the video was necessarily good that she made, but I mean, the whole point of her account is to reenact stories that people send in. And the story that she reenacted was just one that someone had sent in. And I do think that she was legitimately trying to be helpful and raise awareness by reenacting it. It just came off very, very wrong.
Well, I just got fired off my job for making a TikTok video. I'm not even sure what video they fired me over. But look, y'all be careful. I'll post a video after this one. But y'all be careful making these TikTok videos because evidently they're letting people go. So I'll share the video with y'all.
Over the past several weeks, we have noticed a pattern of behaviors that violates our company policies. Specifically, there have been multiple instances of excessive use of TikTok during work hours. As you know, our policy requires employees to remain focused on their work tasks during business hours in order to maintain productivity and ensure we do meet our goals. Unfortunately, your actions have impacted your performance and the team's overall productivity. So, unfortunately, after careful consideration and review of the situation, we have decided to terminate your employment with the company effective immediately. I know this decision is difficult news and we want to support you during this transition. So we're going to definitely make sure that we give you your final paycheck, any benefits that you are entitled to, and any assistance programs available to you. But we definitely appreciate your contribution. I know this is terrible news, but at this time, it is going to be best for the company.
I'm just trying to understand as far as what TikTok. I didn't do anything that violate any rules or anything. I don't understand.
Well,
I got fired from Swatch Group today for talking about their products on TikTok. Before we get into the reasons why I was fired, just for the people that don't know, Swatch Group is a large Swiss watch group that comprises brands like Omega, Longines, Tissot, Breguet, Blancpain, Rado, Hamilton, and of course Swatch. One of the reasons that I got fired was for this video where I talk about how Swiss watch brands say they service your watch, but actually just swap out the movement for a new one. And that was classified as a breach of company confidentiality, even though they said if customers ask, they would tell them. Second video, and this is probably more justifiable in my opinion, is when I called this new Blancpain 50 Fathoms a pointless watch because it couldn't even be used to time the cooking of pasta. And again, that was classified as bringing the company into disrepute and damaging their luxury brand name. Oh, and also, how could I forget when I talked about how Omega parts for watches weren't made in Switzerland, but were instead made in China. That's probably a big one. Probably totally unrelated, but my last monthly one-to-one with my line manager, which happened in December last year, I brought up the 60% average yearly staff turnover at Swatch Group, being 6 times the national highest average, and was told that the fact I brought it up was going to cause me a lot of problems with HR and that it was going to be bad for me. But this is probably all totally unrelated. Genuinely interested to see what the watch community thinks, if they think I was treated fairly or harshly, if they want to know this kind of information or they don't. And also, very importantly, if they know of any jobs in watchmaking in the Melbourne or general Australia area. Going to be doing this as part 1 of an ongoing series of kind of what goes on behind the scenes at Swatch Group now that I can, where I can get a bit more into the weeds of the kind of toxic work culture and why they have that 60% staff turnover. If you want to hear more about my firing, including all the audio that I've recorded from every staff meeting I've had since I joined Swatch Group, go and subscribe to the Robin the Regulator podcast, where we'll start breaking that down and releasing some of that content over the coming months.
So y'all know I'm always on here making like funny TikToks. When I be like on breakout work and stuff, I be making TikToks. So the TikToks that I made just got me fired. They just fired my ass. So y'all be careful with posting TikToks, even if it's not your voice, even if you're not saying where you work at. You being in uniform and making certain TikToks with certain captions or anything can cause you to get fucking fired from your job at a clinic. And yeah, everything happened for a reason though, so I'm upset because I love my job, but it's okay. But y'all be careful with them fucking TikToks, because
if you work in healthcare, do not talk to your friends, your family, no matter how much you trust them, about your job and specifically about issues that you are having with patients. I just found out about a girl on a social media thread who lost her job because of one stupid mistake. Let's call the nurse Becca and let's call the patient Amber. Nurse Becca knew exactly who patient Amber was when she came in for surgery. The connection is that the nurse had either dated in the past or was currently dating someone that the patient was connected to. I think it was her baby's dad. After surgery, one of the patient's friends calls her and is like, girl, your entire MyChart, all of your businesses, we can see it's on the nurse's close friends. Sends the patient a screenshot. Apparently, she lost her license. I'm not saying that you have to be in any uncomfortable situations that you don't like. I can think of right now of at least 5 people that if they came into my office or tried to be a patient, I would be like, absolutely not. If you can't maintain a professional boundary with somebody, you shouldn't be in their chart. You shouldn't be their nurse, period. And your close friends are not a safe space when you work in healthcare. Whenever you hit post, just assume that whoever works in HR, whoever owns whatever business you work at, whoever is the CEO of the hospital, just assume that they're watching, because they probably are. Shout out to that nurse girl. That's where I saw this story, and I'm gonna tag her below.
So I got fired from GameStop for TikTok. For my TikToks. Oh my god, I'm dying. Yeah, my DM came, set up his computer, and was like, hey, can you come in the back? And I'm like, oh god, am I in trouble? And he's like, just come in the back. I'm like, oh fuck. And there's this white lady, this white HR lady. He's like, do you have any idea why we want to talk to you? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, but I'm scared. She goes, oh, you should be scared. And then she's like, do you make do you do anything at work? I'm like, I make TikToks. She's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'll get to this in a second. Basically, don't be scared, but you're fired. Basically, they didn't like that I was disparaging certain products, like calling things stupid. They didn't like that I was making fun of certain customers, and they didn't like that I showed the safe in one video a bit back with stickers. Apparently that's a safety hazard. There was no comment on, that I talk about warranties, pro, trade, price matching, any of that. There's none of that. No, it's just, here's how you fucked up. I'm sorry. I think I have one shift left. It was on Friday. They're like, you're terminated immediately. Give your keys. Like, holy shit. Anyone who works at GameStop knows that there are some stores who do some very sketchy, illegal shit, which I will talk about probably next week. I will talk about it next week. Let's just say that. Some sketchy, illegal shit, and I'm really glad that GameStop corporate felt the need to reach out to me regarding TikToks, and that social media is just really harming the company, and I'm so sorry about that. I'm really glad that this was at the top of their agenda and not the myriad of other illegal things that people way above me are doing. Ooh, I was curious if I could get fired for TikTok, and I did. Good thing Saturday was supposed to be my last shift, but I guess I got a Saturday off. Oops. I would like to say, if you work at GameStop and you want to make something known, message me on Instagram. Let's blow some shit up. I think it's gonna be fun.
Not y'all done fired me over TikTok. I didn't wear my badge at work. I didn't tell what agency I worked for. So I know nobody on TikTok did the shit at all, because I also worked through another company to work for where I was. So I know it wasn't y'all. So that mean one of you bald-headed bitches at the agency that I worked for saw my motherfucking video and went and told somebody. And it could have been the supervisor. And all you had to do was say something to me. But you didn't do that, did you? You told all the other managers, all the shit I done did for y'all. All the days I ain't never take no lunch break for y'all. When my supervisor died, y'all treated me like management. All them girls that done cussed me out. You can't get no help as is. So y'all finna really be looking stupid and crazy. And I'm not even mad. I'm finna go gather my shit and thank God y'all ain't worrying me no more, bitches.
I don't know how many times people have to tell y'all, everything is not for social media. I saw a video of a young girl getting her offer rescinded from this company because she had posted about the hiring process before she actually officially started the job. I guess somebody saw it, they sent it to the job, whatever, they reclined or rescinded the offer. Did I just say recline? Whatever, rescinded the offer. Anyways, with this type of situation, because she was saying this is my sign to do social media full time, and don't get me wrong, I looked at her YouTube, she had over 20,000 subscribers, so it's not like she's starting off or anything, so you have a steady subscriber count, but maybe that money isn't enough to float you, because social media money is very, very fickle. However, I will say this, because sometimes you're doing social media and it's a lot of work. That's why some people start and then they want to get regular jobs, because sometimes you just want to get paid to be on the clock. Y'all have to be careful, and it's not just for her, it's just for everybody. There's a lot of people that's on the internet that don't wish you well, and I'm telling you, the amount of stories that I see where people are losing their jobs because of social media, like things that you tweet, post, they will be held against you. That's just literally how it works. And I remember on Twitter, and I keep telling this story because it's so wild, like this girl had posted her confirmation of her flight because she was super excited to go to some Caribbean island. Do y'all know that this girl went to the airport? And when she got to the airport, I think it was a girl got to the airport, somebody called in and canceled the flight. Like, they hated so much that this person was going on vacation, they called and canceled her flight, all because she posted it on Twitter. So these things happen all the time. We see it on here. You will come on here, make a think piece, make an opinion piece, not thinking anything of it, and the next thing you know, you're being called into the office because they called your job. I've seen it happen. I've seen people say, I'm going to look for this person's job and try to get them fired. Honestly, it's not worth it, especially if you're in the medical field. Now, for this particular young lady, if it's the company that I think it is, they don't pay worth a damn. I don't think she's going to lose any sleep off of it. I don't think it's that deep. But let's just say if it was a really big opportunity, it really would have hurt her. And there's a lot of people, especially who are working in the medical field, like not being careful. And I'm telling you, it just takes one time and you will lose your job. So a lot of these companies, I think moving forward, are going to be very strict on their social media policy. And it's up to you to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to make sure that your job is secured. Same thing with your license. If you have a license at your job, you need to secure that. Social media, I'm telling you, the likes and the comments and the virality, it's just not worth it. But again, if it's the company that I think it is, because people saying in the comments what it is, it's not a good company. So she's not missing out on much. Just like with the Brokey Challenge with Lotto, the girl that was working at Waffle House, she's not missing out on much. Her getting fired, her getting the $10,000 is probably more than what Waffle House would ever offer her. So everybody's situation is different. But if it's a really prestigious company and you like your job, yeah, you have to be careful about what you post, even if it's not some big company secret, but you don't know what can be HIPAA. Just look at the nurses from Emory that almost got fired because they were complaining about their job and they thought they made a cute little TikTok video. And you know how TikTok is and how people are. People are sensitive. They don't want to hear the fact that you think that their patients are annoying. Even though we all think that, because if you work in medical, then you know that patients are a lot to deal with. Social media just isn't the place to air it out, though. So all the best to the young lady. All the best to everybody that's on social media. But yeah, don't mess up or get tricked out of your spot and then think, I'm going to do social media full time, because sister, it's not that easy. And the money that we get is not consistent enough for you to just live off of.
I got fired from working at my home club as soon as I was becoming quote unquote TikTok famous. As you guys know, I would do lives at work and I would get ready and I would respect the privacy of every single girl and make sure none of them got on my lives. Management told me on 2 occasions to not go on live. I respected that. Girls were complaining. It was fine. And then one day, double with my friend. This day I didn't double with my friend on stage. I go on stage, I have my phone propped up on my bag on the stage, and once I'm done, management tells me to come downstairs. Management is accusing me of recording a TikTok video or whatever. And I'm super adamant at that point that I no longer do that. They told me not to. I don't. I even told them, like, hey, let's go through my phone. Let's go through my camera roll because you're accusing me of something that I haven't done. We go through my camera roll and there's nothing, absolutely nothing other than nature, snowboarding, and workout videos. But by that point, the decision was already made because of quote unquote the perception I gave just by having my phone on me.
Well, I got fired again. So I had to pull myself together because this doesn't deserve a cry. But I don't know if you followed me back in January, but I was a recruiter and I lost my job, and I also do like social media marketing, and I ended up losing that job on the same day, and I got pretty much fired twice in one day in January. The social media, everything like the recruiting, that was just, layoffs and stuff like that. And then the social media, they just obviously couldn't afford a budget for marketing, which totally made sense, but it was just kind of hilarious. Like, did I just get fired twice in one day? So yeah. Then I got this new job and I started, and today I got fired again. So, I would come on here. So with my platform, I just like tell people everything and just express everything, but I never talk bad about anything. I would never talk bad about a company. I would never talk bad about any situation or anything like that. I just make light of situations. So supposedly I get a call today and they're like, we've seen your TikTok and today's going to be your last day. And I was like, okay. And some of the videos that they said, there was one where I was talking about training and I was like, oh my God, like, does anyone go after training and they learn all this stuff and you're like, wait, what did I just learn? I learned so much. So they got mad about that. And then another video, came on here, I was like, I'm like confused. I was like having a really depressed day and I was like, do you ever have this feeling where it's like you're not passionate about your job, or you're like, oh my God, is this a job I'm gonna do forever? But then you're just sad. But it wasn't me bashing the job. It's more just like, I went through this like confusing state where like, is this what I want to do or is this not what I want to do? Because like, I'm turning 31 and it was like having that mental breakdown. And I just come on here and just, express how I'm feeling and seeing if anyone else feels that way. Then another one I did kind of like a joke being like, I was like calling a client or whatever. I think it was just like a voicemail and I've just like, be quiet so they call you back, just like making a joke because I did get a lot of people, clients and recruiters on this platform from my first video that blew up about recruiting. So like I always try to weave some things in there to see if like I can make any connections that way. So I'd like try to make light of the situation. Of the situation. I think that cut off. But yeah, and so I'm like, I find it kind of bad that they didn't give me a warning. Like they should have been like, hey, like we saw this. Like we don't want you talking about your work at all. And I would be like, okay, I'm so sorry. And I could have made that decision being like, okay, I'll take it down. Or, I love doing TikToks and that's like I made this brand for myself that I want to continue doing it. So that means like this job isn't for me. And they also were like, we see that you're posting on during work hours. And I'm like, I always I'm like, well, I always post in the morning. I post 3 things in the morning and I have it set up so it sets and does it. And I'm just like, and also I'm like, what am I back in the restaurant industry where I can't just like go for 4 seconds and like post something? Like I'm a little confused. I think I'm gonna have to do a part 2 because this is a long story. So stay tuned.